Greetings, God's grace and glory to each and every one of you. This is Audra Johnson with the Wow Women of Worship Ministries Health and Wellness Moment. Today I am going to speak on a subject titled Detoxification. Detoxification. Now, when many hear the word detoxification, they usually connect it to diet. But I'm going to take that word a step further. I'm going to speak on detoxification of the mind, the body, the soul, and the spirit. I'm going to start with the mind. Many of us are fed so much information daily, from the TV that we watch in our homes. The moment we leave our homes, whether we drive in our vehicles, whether we ride the bus or the train or the metro rails, we are constantly fed information. We are fed information through billboards, through commercials, and just through conversation. And it is so important to clear our mind of thoughts. If you're in a position on your job that requires you to do a lot of thinking, many of us have responsibilities as parents, as spouses, business owners, and even in ministry. And it requires us to have a sound mind. And what can happen if we are not careful? We can find ourselves bombarded with thoughts. And when you are bombarded with thoughts, and you're in a need of detoxification, those signs are the inability to think and process quickly, the inability to think and speak all the way through a thought from start to finish. Also, another form of detoxification is of the body. Now, this is where I am going to speak about the diet. You know, we're not only fed chemicals by what we eat, we also breathe chemicals. A lot of people are not aware of that. But when we go out into the atmosphere and into the air, we are exposed to so many different chemicals. And those chemicals, when we breathe those chemicals in, they go into our system just like chemicals that we eat that are in our food. They're in our meat. They're in our beverages. So it's very important to detoxify. It is highly recommended that we detoxify our bodies at each season: spring, summer, winter, and fall. Now, there are many different methods of detoxification. There are different methods you can purchase in health food stores. There's natural forms of detoxification. But one thing that's very important, anyone that is starting a diet regimen or a weight loss regimen, it is extremely important that you start it off with a cleanse. Now, I'll share with you a natural cleanse that is consists of basically olive oil, really. Now, it's a very stringent cleanse. So it's the type of cleanse that you want to take when you're at home and you know you're going to be able to have access to the restroom and things of that nature. And the olive oil cleanse basically consists of 1 8-ounce bottle of cold pressed olive oil if you are 150 pounds and under. If you are 151 pounds and over, it is recommended that you buy a 16-ounce bottle of cold pressed olive oil. You can purchase it at any health food store. Now, the way the olive oil cleanse is taken, you would take the bottle of olive oil in the morning, and basically what you do is you drink it. Now, I will forewarn you, some people struggle with getting olive oil down straight. You can mix your olive oil with unfiltered apple juice. unfiltered apple juice. Unfiltered apple juice is also something that you can purchase at a local health food store. Now, unfiltered apple juice, it's not the clear colored apple juice. It looks somewhat cloudy. So you can mix that with your olive oil, and you need to drink at least the 8 ounces if you're 150 pounds or less, or 16 ounces if you're 150 pounds and over, within 1 hour. You would also need to slice lemon wedges and suck on those throughout the course of the day if you're struggling with keeping that olive oil down. Now I'm going to tell you the benefits of the olive oil cleanse. The olive oil cleanse is known to pull the sludge and the toxins off the major internal organs such as your colon, kidney, liver, spleen. Okay? The olive oil cleanse is also known to pull gallstones out of the body. Another benefit of the olive oil cleanse is that it clears your skin, and it also helps with the health of the eyes. It clears the eyes. Now again, there are many different methods. You choose the one that you like and consult your doctor before using anything like that or any other type of cleanse product. But the olive oil cleanse is something that I've used periodically for well over 15 years. It's very effective for me. Now, there's another form of cleansing, of course, where it just consists of just taking like a salt water or Epsom salt and just mixing it with water. I believe it is 8 ounces of water. And you can do your own research on that. But salt water is also known as a cleansing agent as well. Now I'm going to move on, and I'm going to talk about the detoxification of the soul. You know, a lot of times, our emotions, they carry so many different things. And those things can affect our soul. They can affect the way we feel. They can affect the way we think. And they can affect the way we judge. So it's so important to detoxify your soul. Now, how do you do that? One of the things that you can do to detoxify your soul is through prayer. Praying daily, committing your soul unto the Lord and asking Him to identify those areas and those emotions that are affecting your soul so that you can cast those cares over to Him. Now, another way that you can cleanse your soul is by writing, journaling your thoughts. There's nothing like seeing someone operate with a broken soul. A lot of times it's not even hard to tell. Many people with a broken soul, you can tell somewhat by their attitude or their demeanor. It's not hard to tell, especially if you're spiritual and you have the gifts of discernment and can see things on a spiritual level. But our soul and our mind, our will, our emotions, they all work in sync together. So it's so important for us to clear our mind, clear our thoughts, clear our soul, and detoxify our body. Another major important area of detoxifying our soul is by extending forgiveness. In this life, we're going to be offended. Someone's going to offend us. Someone is going to rub us the wrong way. And it's so important to release those that have offended us, those that have hurt us. Some of us have been betrayed extremely in hurtful ways. But it's so important to let those emotions go, to clear your soul, clear your heart. I used to hear the older women say when I was a young girl, they would say, I have to get this off my heart. I have to get that off my heart. You know what that meant? That meant that if something was bothering them, if it was bothering their soul and their spirit, they would have to really go deal with that thing. If they knew that they snapped at someone, but it was because of something they were carrying from another experience, the Holy Spirit would check them, and they would have to go to that person that they took it out on, and they'd have to go get it right. And you know, once they did that, they felt lighter. That's why they would use the term, get it off their heart. And you know, our heart is a very, very important organ. And our emotions, the way we think, how we feel, all those things, they affect our heart. So when we detox, we want to detox more than our body. We want to detox more than just our mind and our soul and our spirit. We want to detox so that we can be vessels for the Lord's use, available to Him. It is so important in order for us to be fully available to God and be used by Him. It's important that we clear out those different things that can cloud us up and clog us up and keep us from hearing the voice of the Lord, from being led by His Spirit. When we walk as clear vessels for the Lord, we're able to truly be used by Him. And not only be used by Him, we're able to benefit. Remember, our body is the temple of Holy Spirit. And it's God's desire for us to prosper and be in health as our soul prospers. So, I want to encourage you to consider if you are getting ready to start a weight loss regimen, or if you're not, at least 4 times a year, make a calendar reminder for yourself to take a moment and detoxify. When you detoxify, it's so important to drink plenty of water, H2O. What you want to do is do away with sodas. You want to do away with sugary beverages. You want to do away with candy. You want to do away with processed foods. You want to eat the whole foods, the natural foods. You want to eat what they call a plant-based diet. You want to eat foods that have not been chemically processed or treated. It is so important because when you're cleansing your system, if you're putting back into your system those same chemically treated foods, you kind of end up defeating your own purpose. So it is so important that when you cleanse, that you eat healthy. Stay away from fried foods. The first 3 days that you cleanse is very important to just avoid caffeine, avoid sugar, avoid starchy foods, avoid breads, avoid fried foods, avoid sugary foods. Those that have a sweet tooth and they struggle with giving up sweets, replace it with trail mix. That's what I did. And in my journey, I was able to lose 176 pounds just by changing my diet and exercise alone. So you can tell by even how I'm teaching on this subject. That's one of the reasons why health and wellness is so my passion. I put my journey into a testimony in book form titled Body Forgiveness. If you're interested in purchasing a copy, just inbox me or email me at msaudra@gmail.com. That is msaudra@gmail.com. And listen, I want to say to each and every one of you that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. It does not matter how many times you have started a health and wellness regimen and stopped. I can tell you, before I was able to lose all this weight, I can't tell you how many times I started and I stopped. But I'm a living witness and a living testimony that you can do it. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please share it with anyone that you believe will be blessed by it. And have a phenomenal and blessed day. Until we meet next time. Bye-bye.